Students, now we will study our next topic, bar magnet as an equivalent solenoid. We know that magnetic field lines of a bar magnet resemble very closely with magnetic field lines due to a current carrying solenoid. Therefore, Therefore, we can consider that a bar magnet is equivalent to a current carrying solenoid. When we cut a solenoid into two parts, then it is equivalent to cutting a bar magnet because we get two smaller solenoids with weaker magnetic properties. If we cut a bar magnet, then we get two smaller bar magnets with weaker magnetic properties. Now, to demonstrate the equivalence of a current carrying solenoid with bar magnet, we will calculate the magnetic field at a point on the axis of finite solenoid carrying current. To demonstrate the equivalence of a current carrying solenoid with bar magnet, we will calculate the magnetic field on the axial line of finite solenoid carrying current. Because when the turns of the solenoid are very close to each other, then this will look like this. Therefore, this is also represents a solenoid. Let A is the radius of the solenoid. A is the radius of the solenoid. 2L is the length of the solenoid with center at O. N is the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid, and I is the current passing through the solenoid. We have to calculate magnetic field at a point P on the axis of the solenoid, where OP is equal to R. Distance of point P from the center of the solenoid is R. Consider a small element of the solenoid of thickness dx at a distance x from the center of the solenoid. Consider a small element of thickness dx of the solenoid at a distance x from O. Number of turns in this element is n dx, because number of turns per unit length is n, or number of turns in the length dx will be n dx. Magnetic field at point P due to this element, due to current through this element, is mu naught I a square n dx upon 2 into r minus x का whole square plus a square and whole raised to power 3 upon 2. Because we have calculated in our earlier topics magnetic field on the axis of circular coil carrying current, and this comes out to be mu naught 2 pi ni a square divided by 4 pi a square plus x square whole raised to power 3 upon 2. When we divide 2 pi and 4 pi with one another, this becomes mu naught ni a square divided by 2 a square plus x square whole raised to power 3 upon 2. Here a is the radius of the circular coil carrying current and x is the distance of point P on axial line from the center. Now here also this become mu naught I a square into n dx, because n dx is the number of turns in this current element, and divided by 2 a square plus x is the distance of the point P from the circular coil carrying current. Here distance of the point P from the current element is this, which is equal to r minus x. Therefore dB is equal to this. Now we see that as if P is at a very large distance from O, if P is at a very large distance from O, then R is very greater than A, where A is the radius of the solenoid, and R is very greater than X. Then R minus X, this can be written as R, and this become R, and R square plus A square, this can be written as R square, and whole raised to power 3 upon 2, this become R cube. Therefore dB is equal to mu naught Ia square n dx upon 2 into r cube on solving this. Now as the range of variation of x is from minus L to plus L. Range of variation of x is from minus L, x is equal to minus L to x is equal to plus L. Therefore total magnetic field at P due to current through whole solenoid, this can be obtained by integrating this from the limit x is equal to minus L to x is equal to plus L. Taking mu naught Ia square n upon 2r cube outside and taking dx within the integration, this become integration x is equal to minus L to x is equal to plus L. Now differentiation and integration cancel each other, this become x. Range of integration is from x is equal to minus L to x is equal to plus L. Now putting the upper limit, in place of x we write L minus, in place of lower limit we write minus L, this become L plus L. So therefore this become mu naught Ia square n into 2L divided by 2r cube. If we multiply numerator by 2 pi and denominator by 2 pi, we get this. On multiplying numerator and denominator by 2 pi, we can rewrite this as this. Now the magnetic dipole moment of the solenoid is, we know that magnetic dipole moment of a current loop is NIA. N is the number of turns, I is the current through the loop, A is the area of the loop. Therefore magnetic dipole moment of the solenoid is equal to total number of turns into current into area of cross section of the solenoid. Total number of turns is n into 2L, because n is the number of turns per unit length. Therefore total number of turns in the length 2L will be n into 2L into current is I, area of cross section is pi a square. Therefore in place of this we will write m in place of n into 2L into I into pi a square, n into 2L into I into pi a square. In place of this we will write m. Therefore this equation become mu naught into 2, and in place of this we have written as m upon 4 pi r cube, mu naught 2m upon 4 pi r cube. Now this is the expression for magnetic field at a point on the axial line of bar magnet. Therefore magnetic field due to a current carrying solenoid on axial line is equal to magnetic field due to a bar magnet on its axial line. Therefore a current carrying solenoid is equivalent to a bar magnet.